Welcome to Lakshmi Narayan blog. Watch the video and subscribe to this channel if you are new to here. The maritime history of Odisha started much before 800 BC according to early sources. The people of this region of eastern India along the coast of the Bay of Bengal sailed up and down the Indian coast and travelled to Indo China and throughout Maritime Southeast Asia, introducing elements of their culture to the people with whom they traded. The 6th century Manjusrimulakalpa mentions the Bay of Bengal as Kalingodra, and in ancient classical India, the Bay of Bengal was known as Kalinga Sagar, indicating the importance of Kalinga in the maritime trade. The old traditions are still celebrated in the annual Boita Bandana festival, including its major celebration at Cuttack on the banks of Mahanadi river called Baali Jatra, and are held for 7 days in October to November at various coastal districts, most famous at Cuttack though. Excavations at Golbai Shasan in Khurda district have shown a Neolithic culture dating to as early as 2300 BC, followed by a Chalcolithic culture, and then an Iron Age culture starting around 900 BC. Tools found at this site indicate boat building, perhaps for coastal trade. Fish bones, fishing hooks, barbed spears, and harpoons show that fishing was an important part of the economy. Some artifacts of the Chalcolithic period are similar to artifacts found in Vietnam, indicating possible contact with Indo China at a very early period. Early historical sources record that Kalinga became subject to Magad in 362 BC, regained independence during a civil war in Magad around 320 BC, but around 261 BC was conquered by the Maurya Emperor Ashoka. The site at Sisuplagad, occupied from the 3rd century BC to the 4th century AD, has been identified with Tosli, the provincial capital of Ashoka, and with Kalinga Sagar, the capital city of Kalinga, after it regained independence from Mauryan Empire early in the 1st century BC during the reign of Kharvela. The history of the following centuries is complex. At times the north and south of Kalinga were separate states, at times united. Sometimes Kalinga was independent, sometimes it was tributary to a more powerful neighbor. The Bhaumkar dynasty ruled over Utkal, as the northern and eastern part of Odisha was then known. From the 8th to 10th centuries AD, these rulers paid tribute to Godeshwar Devpal, ruler of the Pala Empire of Bengal. For a period, the rulers of Utkal were forced to acknowledge the suzerainty of the Tamil Chola dynasty under their king Rajendra Chola I, with whom they became allied by marriage. After regaining independence, Anantavarma Chodgangadev established control over a wide region from the Ganges to the Godavari, moving his capital from Kalinga Sagar to Cuttack. The power of Odisha waxed and waned over the following centuries, but it was not until 1568 that Odisha finally lost its independence. From June to September, the summer monsoons blow from the southwest, from Ceylon towards Kalinga. From December to early March, the retreating monsoons blow in the reverse direction. Southeast Asia has similar seasonal wind patterns. Over Indonesia, in July and August the winds blow from Australia in a northwesterly direction, shifting towards a northeasterly direction as they cross the equator. The pattern reverses during January and February. Early navigators would have exploited these seasonal winds, navigating by the stars, the color of the water, the presence of sea snakes, and observation of the flights of sea crows and other homing birds. The ships of Kalinga were not able to make long sea voyages without stopping along the way for food and water. Ships outbound from Tamaulipas would have followed the Burmese coast, stopping at the Nicobar Islands, a 1-month journey. From there, they continued to the southeast, then sailed down the Malay Peninsula and through the Strait of Malacca and onward to Java or Bali, or headed northeast to Indo China or China. An alternative route was southward down the coast of India, perhaps stopping in Ceylon, then southeast to Sumatra.